Hello guys, I made another video where I wanted to facilitate the new awesome deep space shuttle that I've built. And just for information really quick, all of this is fast forwarded at 8 times time acceleration, otherwise this episode would have taken over 4 hours. But there's also a lot of video taken out because of lag. Because the main craft, the Deep Space Shuttle you see right there, actually has over 250 parts, and some of them are modded parts, so they are not that perfect for loading the game, and they make it kind of slow. So all of this is at 8 times time acceleration, and what I have right here is antimatter containment unit and 2 antimatter collectors on each side. And I have a core station already in orbit around Jool, and I want to add these parts to it so I finally have a valuable antimatter farm. And Jool has the best place to do that, and here you see me using this space tug trying to get this part in, and it was just a real hassle. Even with the alignment indicator, docking alignment indicator, it was very hard. But after a lot of time, patience, and pushing buttons, I actually got it in and I got it connected. But this was really not easy. With all the lag and everything, it took quite some time. And here is already the second part that we're going to get in. As I said, I cut a lot of this together just to make the most out of it. And even trying to get, because every time I got those collectors into space, they were moving around and spinning a little bit, so it was really hard to capturing them. I could have made this a lot easier for myself if I would just put a docking port on it, or for itself put RCS onto the collector unit itself. That would have made it very easy. But I wanted to save parts and weight, and therefore I used the space tug to get this into place. But yeah, and there we have the main ship spinning out of control, which didn't make it easier. And I was trying to use the docking alignment indicator to get it in there, and I just had a really hard time with the controls then. And then at one point I just said, okay, let's try a different thing. And you see I have 3 docking ports in there. I have one large one at the front, one small one in the middle, and a small one in the back. And then I pretty much just orientated myself so I'd try to dock with the middle docking port right there, or use it as an indicator at least, so I knew how to fly in. And there you see me, and we've got it in finally. And you can see me, I was quite relieved back then. Right there, if you see in the top left corner of the screen. I actually didn't want to record myself. I only realized after that I did record myself, and I couldn't get rid of the webcam anymore because all of this was already stored. And so yeah, I just decided I was just gonna stick with it. So here we're just charging up the warp drive and set ourselves up for our jump to Jool. And I actually renamed the ship into the Deep Space Shuttle Titanic, just because I was expecting to crash into Jool or something else was gonna happen. Because usually things happen when I play Kerbal Space Program. But we actually do make it there. And just to fix some music. The thing is, I had all of this commented and ready and everything. But then I realized that I had music playing in the background that was also recorded, and I'm sick and tired of YouTube restricting or deleting my videos because I was just listening to music that I do own. But yeah, it's just illegal stuff. A lot of other streamers have the same issue, but yeah. So what I just cut out was about, I think, 1.5 hours of continuous burning to get into a stable orbit where the um, core of the, there you see, this is the core that of the antimatter station. It has a reactor on it and a generator to keep get enough power for um, the antimatter storage units, because otherwise if they run out of power, everything's gonna explode. And oh my god, I have a derpy face right there. Well, it was a really intense docking with this because the antimatter collector was spinning a little bit and getting out of control. And now I had the really hard part. I only have 4 RCS thrusters at the main part, so whenever I tried to steer sideways or something, the whole thing would kind of steer out of control and I had to counter move and everything. But yeah, so what I was trying to do is if I could use the mod that I've installed that is joint, no, not joint, Kerbal, what is it called? The one that lets you build stuff or connect stuff in space. Damn it. What is it called? Now I gotta look it up. Now whatever. So I got the second part out, and as you can see here, I'm struggling in trying to get to it and trying to dock with it. And I was moving and twitching and turning, and I just wouldn't go. And it was so close, and then it's out of control again. And it was so close again, and then I bounced on it, and it was all going weird and wonkers, and there was just no chance of me getting it. So then I tried if I could hook it to stop it, and then I just gave up. And here you see how long it takes to load because of all these parts. So then we retried it again, and suddenly it glues itself to the main ship. Great. So I thought, how am I gonna get it out? Well, let's use a Kerbal and push it out. Push it out. And then the Kerbal stuck. Let's try opening the sail. Maybe then it goes out. Nope, it's stuck. Reloading once again. What I could have done was also like put in some kind of lift or anything, or something that kind of pushes it out. But I thought too late about that, and there was just no chance. And here I was trying to catch it with the arm again, and I missed, and it didn't work, and I said, nah, fuck it, let's just try docking with it. And yeah, what I was saying, the mod of the robotics mod that gives you all these cool stuff where you can make certain things move and extend and build arms and everything, that could have worked and made this probably easier, but I like hard docking. And there, finally I got it in. I didn't even really care anymore if it was all lined up pretty enough. As you can see here, the heat, I don't know why my English isn't working today. So the heaters are not lined up perfectly with each other, but that doesn't matter. So the last part that I was doing is just, now that this was evened out, it was easier to steer, but even so it was still really sluggish and everything. So I decided it would be a much better idea if I want to dock this and restore the antimatter storage on the spaceship. I was going to use the spaceship itself because it is a lot more steerable and everything, and somehow I had to leave right there and run around and run around. I don't even remember. And I did this yesterday, interesting enough. Whatever. However, and then I got a dock, restored the antimatter and everything, and flew it back to Kerbin. I just wanted to show this because it was one of the hardest things I was doing with docking and aligning things and getting things ready. And I really do like the spaceship that I've built here, the Space Shuttle Titanic. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it in the future, but I just like having it around, and I'm gonna maybe save it until later. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, stay tuned till next time.